Hi everyone, and thank you for watching. This video is about understanding the energy of the places that you travel to. I'm particularly talking about countries and cities, but it applies to regions, neighborhoods, towns, etc. But I'm focusing on bigger regions in this video. The information in this video is based on real life. My experience through this whole year. I've been to 4 different countries and over 20 cities this entire year. I've been traveling and I've been taking notes while I travel to understand and see how true things are. And this is a numerology based video, so be aware of that. Okay, so this year I started traveling in late December, and it's 2026 now. It's almost August, and I started off with travel to Africa. It was my first time going to Africa earlier this year, and the first country I went to was Tanzania in Africa. The second country I went to in Africa was Kenya, and then now I'm in Asia, and I've been to Malaysia, and now I'm presently in Thailand. So with Africa, the first country was Tanzania. Tanzania is a 5 energy country. And how did I get that 5? So with numerology, you basically take the alphabets and you add them up. You count them. Like A is a 1, B is a 2, C is a 3. And you add the alphabets up, and once you add the alphabets up, you reduce them down to 1 digit. So if something's like a 22, that means 2 plus 2 equals 4. So Tanzania was 5 energy. And what is 5 energy? 5 energy is being unpredictable, being a star, being your own person, being revolutionary, change, spontaneity, that type of a thing. And did I experience 5 energy in Tanzania? Yes, I did. I did experience 5 energy. And I knew about 5 energy being unpredictable, and the fact that I was in a whole new continent, and I didn't want things to be too unpredictable because it could be overbearing, or it could be a situation that I wasn't prepared for. So for that reason, I immediately went to a more stable area to minimize the 5 energy of the country. The first city I was in was a city called Dar es Salaam, which is the capital of Tanzania, and it's a 4 energy city. So that's a 4 energy city in a 5 energy country. And what is 4? 4 is stability, structure, discipline, things like that, practicality. So on paper with numerology, that's Dar es Salaam with 4 energy, it should stabilize that 5 energy somewhat, or a lot. But it was a major city, and any major city you go to, there's going to be a lot going on. And at this point in my life, I don't want too much action. So I went to a more secluded, more nature-oriented place. I went to a city called Moshi, which is the 2nd highest mountains in the world. It's slipping my mind right now. But basically I went there, and I was at elevation, like 2,000 meters above elevation. So it was lots of nice nature. Of course, it was hot. And it was good. It was more relaxed because it wasn't too much going on. It was a smaller city. But Moshi is a one city, and one stands for independence. It stands for standing up for yourself. It stands for taking charge of a situation. And what that basically kind of means is that you're going to be on your own, and you're not going to really get that much help, or you're going to have to take charge for that region that you're in. And was that my experience while I was in Moshi? Yeah, it was, but people were helpful. So I was in Moshi. I was in a 1 energy city in a 5 energy country. So that's a volatile country and a city that's about taking charge and being independent. So that was my overall experience in Tanzania. And one of the accommodations I stayed at, and I was taking notes of this. I didn't take notes of each and every one of them, but one stood out to me because I stayed there for quite a while. The name of the accommodation it broke down to an 8 energy. And that particular accommodation, it had an individual or a boss that was a very 8 energy person. And 8 energy is boss energy. It's executive, CEO energy, a take charge person, a person that a control person. So with that place, it was kind of like the person kept control of every single thing. The boss had everything named, everything labeled. It was very organized. And later I came to realize the boss was very ego-driven. That could be good or bad, but it was a lot of ego going on with that person and the place. But it was a good experience. But it was 8 level experience, and that's 8 energy by being there. So I was there in Tanzania for 3 months, and I only stayed in a couple of places, so I didn't really explore a lot of places because it was my first time in Africa, and I didn't want to be too adventurous right when I got there. So the next place I went to was Kenya, and I crossed over the border, went to Kenya, and I'm not going to go in sequence. I'll just kind of tell you about my experiences with the numbers there. While in Kenya, I went to a lot of different places in Kenya. I was confident from my experience in Tanzania, so I decided to use that confidence and explore more of Africa while I was in Kenya. So one energy cities while I was in Kenya. One energy cities, I went to Voi, Mombasa, Makindu, those types of places. And one energy is about independence. It's about taking care of yourself and standing on your own 2 feet, taking charge, and that type of an energy. And that's what you're gonna have to do, and that's what's gonna be there. That's the whole vibration of the energy and how the energy works. But all of those one places, I didn't really like them that much, except for one. One of them I really liked. That was Voi City, and it was right up my alley. It was supportive. I wasn't really by myself. And when I say by myself, I mean like the things you have to do, no one's gonna like help you do it. Like you may have trouble with speaking the language, and you probably won't get much help on that. And you may want to try to go and do stuff in the community, and maybe there's nothing to support you. And there weren't any gyms or social places there really, but it had like lots of restaurants and stuff like this. So I can't say it felt truly like one energy being in Voi, but I enjoyed myself there. The other places I did not. So overall, with the one energy places, I didn't really like them that much. It kind of was like they were like extra work, and in general kind of antisocial, or not necessarily antisocial, but maybe you don't want to be social yourself because of the circumstances. I didn't really come across any 2 energy places in Kenya. Oh yeah, by the way, Kenya is a 2 energy country. So the whole vibration of the country is a 2. And what is 2 energy? 2 energy is diplomacy, political, intuition, emotion-based, harmony. Those are 2 level things. And in Kenya, there was definitely a lot more of that than when I went to Tanzania. And people are very politically aware and socially aware. And basically awareness was very heavy there. It's like I felt like everyone was always paying attention to me, even when I didn't want them to. So it's like someone was always watching while I was there in Kenya. And with, like, you know, you talk about something political and stuff like this, which you probably should dodge or avoid anyway, people will be very very willing to talk about these things, which, you know, it's probably not a good idea to talk about them unless, you know, you stay neutral, which I did. When I did talk about it, I made sure to stay neutral and not, you know, create any type of thoughts that could go against me later. Anyway, that was that one energy that I experienced while I was there, you know, the whole energy of the country is 2. So three energy places. I went to Naivasha. I visited Naivasha, Nyaruru. Naivasha and Nyaruru. Those were the 3 places. Usually the 3 places had things to do in the community, and it was like lively and lots of people to talk to and energy like that. And what I mean by things to do, like in the 3 places, there typically were gyms to go to. Like I had to avoid the gym a lot in Africa because there just weren't any gyms in a lot of places that I went to. But in the three cities, they tended to have gyms, and actually pretty good gyms. So I was able to include the gym into my exercise and health regimen while I was in three energy cities. And four energy cities. I didn't write down any 4 energy cities, but I did go to a 5 energy city. And what is 5? We talked about 5 already. 5 is energy that's kind of volatile, or, you know, the unexpected could happen. And in Africa, I went to a place called, where is it? Nanyuki. And while I was in Nanyuki, everyone referred me to Nanyuki. They said, "Hey, go to Nanyuki. It's nice. It's not too much, and it's not too little. It's like you know perfect." Like, a lot of people gave me good reviews on it. But while I was there, a demonstration happened while I was there, and it was the first time I ever seen a weapon shot at somebody in real life by the police. After I saw that, it was too much for me, and I got out of that city, like, as soon as I could. After that, I let my hotel days run out, and I waited until the transportation strike was over, and I got out of there, because I had never seen anything like that up to that point. And then there's the number 6. I didn't really write down the number 6 places I went to, but with the number 6 is about nurturing, feeling at home, comfort, luxury, growth, relaxation, re-energizing, reinvigorating yourself. And for me, I am a life path number 6 person. And I think this is important when you're going to these different cities. I think by your life path number is very important. And the reason why I say that is because of my own personal experiences. After doing things over and over and over, I learned that the 6 was almost always good for me. So in the end, I started looking for 6 vibration, 6 level places to go to, because they usually were good. And how do you know your life path number? With the life path number, you just basically add up all the numbers of your birth date. So the year, add those numbers up. The month, if it's like January, it's a 1. If it's December, it's a 3, because 1 plus 2 equals 3. And you add all those numbers up and reduce them down till you get one number, and it gives you a life path number. And for me, I found that by going to places that were resonant with my life path number, or the same as my life path number, like a number 6 places, they usually were pretty good. And I'm gonna kind of go into detail about what I mean by pretty good. So after I left Africa, I was in Africa for 6 months. I went to Southeast Asia, and I'm in Thailand. And I started off in Malaysia, which I just came from Malaysia. I did a half marathon about 3 days ago, and I'm just finally recovering, and I felt really I had to redo this video because I just felt really bad while I was doing it yesterday. It's like it was a lot, and it wasn't just a marathon, so much happened. And if you're familiar with astrology, there's a bowl formation. The planets are positioned like a bowl formation, and it's a very high energetic time going on right now in July, and the astrologers were talking about this high energy time leading up to this, like for the past year. And I definitely felt like all the energetic draining of it. They say it was like free moving energy, and it was like harmonic energy, but it ended up being very, very draining for me. I looked at very, very tired yesterday. I had to just redo this video. And so now I'm in Thailand. Thailand is a 33. It reduces to a 33, which is a six level energy country. So does that ring true with me? Yes, it does, because being in Thailand, it feels really comfortable. Like it's full of beaches. I'm at a beach right now. When I'm at a beach or near some water, I'm in my mental safe place. It's where I go to recharge and get everything back harmonic. And like the whole nature aspect of everything, and like the seafood, I'm a big seafood person, so it's nothing but coastline here. It's tropical. It's a lot of what I love. And the tropical fruit, like I ate some durian this morning. That's a very energizing fruit for me, and I should check the numerology of how the spelling of durian. I'll check it later. I can't do it now, but yeah. So Thailand's a very harmonic place for me in how it actually feels, and the numbers are 6, and I'm a life path 6, so I think that has a lot to do with it. And I'll have to do more research on it to really know for sure, but you can do your own experiment. Like if you were a life path 5 person, then I think you will be prepared to deal with 5 level places that constantly change, and things could just be different. There would be like a lot of people that were very expressive, or just like a lot happening, and you're ready to change abruptly. I don't need that type of energy. It's too much of a surprise for me. So it's kind of I'm a fish out of water in energetic places like that. But I think a 5 person would already be accustomed to it, and they would want to go to places like that more so than I would, me being a 6 comfort, luxury type of a person. And I think the reason why 6 works so well with me is because I'm not like a person that likes to just sit around and not do things. I'm actually very adventurous, and me being adventurous, maybe that 6 energy grounds me, and it grounds my adventure and helps me be more adventurous and comfortable while I do it. So I think that's the idea behind it. But Thailand, I'm presently in a 6 city in Thailand, and again we got beaches. I have a nice accommodation. Everything's comfortable with the pricing and everything. Good budget here, good deals. Just so far so good. I'm actually here just to unwind. There's not too much going on, nothing going on really. Somewhat of a quiet city, but an organized city, and it's a 6 level, 6 energy city. It's 33, 3 plus 3 equals 6. So Malaysia, I came back to Asia through Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and Malaysia is a 9 energy country, and 9 is about completion, big picture, humanitarian energy. And what I think that means about Malaysia, based on my observation, is that Malaysia is a multi-ethnic country. There's many different types of Asians there, in different cultures. There's lots of Chinese, Indian, Malay people, Indonesian people, other Asian people that I'm probably not familiar with. But it's very diverse in the ethnicities of the people there, and it's an Islamic country, and everyone's devoted to the religion and is very structured. And 9 is very much about that type of energy of things being structured, organized, and everyone uniform in what they believe and what they stand for. So the place that I spent the most time in Malaysia was a place called Langkawi Island. And Langkawi is 33. It's a six energy place. I went there. I spent a little bit more money than I wanted to spend, but it was worth it. When I left, I felt like it was worth it. That's another thing with the six energy places. When you go to 6 energy places, when I go to 6 energy places, I'm like, oh, this is expensive. But when I spend the money and everything's all said and done, it was money well spent. While I was there, there's lots of high quality chocolate and wine, like raw chocolate, and the wine selection was incredible. And it was at a good price, and I indulged a little bit too much. And to me, those are health foods. But if you do anything too much, they don't become health foods. But it was a very nourishing time while I was there. I was not close to the beach. My accommodation wasn't too much money, and I ended up spending a lot of money on the wine and the chocolate. But again, it was like money well spent. I don't regret it at all. And I just left from a place to do I did the half marathon, a place called Putrajaya in Kuala Lumpur. It was five energy region of Kuala Lumpur, or of the city. And in Putrajaya, it was very chaotic for me a few days ago when I went. And I was trying to find everything, and I was trying to get hotels and stuff, and I was just jumping around from one place to the next, and I just could not stay organized. And I think it has something to do with the bowl energy that I was just telling you about with the planets. The planets are in like a bowl pattern in the cosmos, and it's kind of shaking a lot up, and a lot's going on. And I'm pretty sure if you check your own life right now at this time frame, I think you probably see and understand and know what I'm talking about just from the feel of what's going on. But while I was there, it was 5 is a high change, revolution. Things are kind of chaotic, but it's a 5 energy place. It's a 5 energy place in a 9 energy country. And one place in Africa that I failed to mention, I was telling you about the 8 energy number places. 8 energy is about a boss, a CEO. It's about control freaks. It's about control. So like I had a situation with law enforcement while I was in a city called Sultan Hamoud in Kenya. And while I was in Sultan Hamoud, Sultan Hamoud is a 35 energy, which 3 plus 5 equals 8. And while I was there, I had some pretty scary experiences while I was there. The reason why I went there was because it was isolation. It was basically a stop-through city, like trucks stop through to sleep. There's lots of farmland and just a scenic place. So I figured it would be quiet and no one would bother me or anything. I figured no one could really bother me because there's nothing going on there. But while I was there, I tried to film a video, one of these videos, actually a 15-second short, and someone reported me, or the police saw me, and they came to my hotel room, knocked on the door, and the police started questioning me. I thought I was going to get bribed. I thought I was going to go to jail. It was a really tense face-off during that time, and I was very, very nervous. Lucky for me, the hotel owner, I had conversations with them. We had good conversation. He spoke up for me in Swahili because they kept switching back to languages, and like that was worrying me too because they weren't speaking English, and this cop looked real overly serious for nothing, and he kept pressing me. And that was a real tough situation in that 8 energy place. And 8 energy is like police and authority people. And there was another situation while there where there was this person following me in a car, and I guess he didn't like how I was dressed. I was wearing shorts and a tank top, which he can't stop me from wearing that anyway, legally. but he was following behind me and asking me questions and stuff. And I politely kept telling him, hey, stop following me and I don't want to talk to you. Like things like this. And if I believe he was a policeman as well, but I got away from that person. But after the second policeman came to my room, I immediately got out of that city. I was gone. I packed my stuff. 2 hours later, I was on one of those transportation bus thingies. I forgot what you call them. And I was out of there because it was just too much, and it's not my country, and it's not what I'm familiar with, and I don't like surprises. Not those types anyway. Anyway, these were my experiences with the numbers and the numeric energy of like regions that you go to, and specifically major regions like countries and cities. And when you do this, you have to keep in mind that they're under like an umbrella. The country energy is first. The city energy is next. A region of that city is next under the city. A neighborhood would be next, and an actual residence address or accommodation would be next. You break those down into a single-digit numerology number or a double-digit number, because double digits tell you a lot about the single digit, and you can learn a lot about what's going on for where you go to, where you travel to. You don't have to be traveling international, national. It could be around your own neighborhood, but this could give you extra awareness of what energy is in the environment that you're in, what's the best way to conduct yourself while you're in that type of energetic environment, and if the energy of that environment will be overbearing on you, will be supportive of you. Is it the type of energy that you should resist, or the type of energy that you should conform to? So knowing this helps you out with things like this, plus a whole lot more. Anyways, that's my video. I love and appreciate you. Thank you for watching. You all have a great one out there. You take care of yourself. Bye.